Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm your host, Motor Mike. Now today we'll be talking about the 2021 Cadillac Escalade. Now, the Escalade brand has been a huge staple in GM's lineup for years and years now. Way back in the day, they actually competed with people like Bentley and Rolls-Royce. The Cadillac brand was this always moving forward, innovating standard of American luxury. And unfortunately, over the years, they lost that prestige. Going into the 80s and 90s, with them cutting costs and sharing lots of components between brands, some of the Buicks were very similar to the Cadillacs. And during that time, they had lots of influx of new competition. The Germans came in hard with BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. Even the Japanese entered the marketplace with Acura, Lexus, and Infiniti. Having all this competition, plus everything that was already happening, it wasn't too good. They were losing sales. They had this reputation of being an old man's car company. So in the late 90s, they saw that their American competition, Lincoln, came out with a brand new SUV, the Navigator, and they knew that they needed to step up their game. So GM gave them a bunch of money to help fix their whole lineup by innovating all their brands, or all their cars I should say, and they needed something to compete with that new Navigator, so the Escalade was born. Now, the Escalade was basically a Tahoe or Suburban that was changed a little bit, fully loaded, had some nice features to it, but those first ones sold pretty well and inspired everything that came after it. All the generations after that just improved on that philosophy, being this big, beautiful, rolling luxury vehicle. They added more tech, more features. They made it more capable, going all the way until now. For 2021, from the ground up, it's all new. Let's start with styling. From the front end, it's big and bold, just like all Escalades have been. And you can see that it shares lots of DNA with its smaller sibling, the XT6. Now that front end, that big grille, and a lot of automakers nowadays, they're making the grills bigger and bigger. They did the same here on the Escalade, but it fits. It looks great. It's a very handsome design. Now, depending on the trim you get, will depend on how the grille looks. The higher end trims, it's a nice bar design. The lower trims, it's a mesh design. You can even get a sport trim, where it's all black, it's like a black honeycomb design. It looks good. It's nice to see that depending on the trim, we'll change up the front end, making every trim feel unique and individual. Now, the lights, similar to the XT6, but still a little bit bigger, more bold. And going to the side profile, you can see it's a big, boxy vehicle. Big and classy, I'd say. You can see a nice signature line that goes all the way across, nice crease, as well as you can know that it's riding on 22-inch wheels standard. Back in the day, a 21 or 22-inch rim would be crazy. That would be like the top of the line or aftermarket. Nowadays, that's just standard equipment. Going to the rear end, you can see the signature lights that started in the last generation, where there's a light that goes all the way up. It's here too. It looks great. And another cool feature is when you're walking up to the new Escalade, it has a kick feature. So if your hands are full, you're walking up, it'll project a light down, showing the Cadillac crest, and it'll tell you exactly where you need to kick your foot, allowing the tailgate to open up. Another feature is if you just have something small you want to toss in real quick from the rear end, the glass can actually be opened as well, just the glass alone. Now, a lot of SUVs did that way back in the day, and most automakers have moved away from that. That's a nice touch to have. It's a nice little bit of old school. Now we have a spoiler on the back as well, but not only does it look good, but it actually conceals the rear wiper. It's a nice, clean design. Most cars just have it sitting right there on the windshield. Having it up in there just makes it look a little bit nicer. Overall, the outside is big, bold, beautiful. It's classy, but it's also brutish in a good way. If you have a Cadillac Escalade, you know that you've done something. You've achieved greatness. You're a boss or something like that. It's a very expensive vehicle, but it's so luxurious that people know that guy's doing something right. Now going into the interior, you can see that they've gone crazy. They've cranked everything up to 11 in here. They wanted to add more tech and add more luxury, and they did just that. When you get into the vehicle, it's very welcoming. The seats are nice leather, perforated leather, heated and cooled. Now they're offering a much bigger color choice depending on what you want. You have nice light tones, darker tones, nice stitching, It's good to have these options to make each Cadillac Escalade a little bit different and unique. Now when you get into the vehicle, your points of rest where your arms and elbows will lay, nicely leather wrapped, nicely padded. It's good to see. Steering wheel is nicely leather wrapped as well. You have this giant screen. That's the biggest feature of this interior. Overall, 38 inches of digital display. Very impressive. Now looking at the infotainment itself, it's the latest and greatest from GM. Back in the day they used a Cadillac Q system, and frankly when it first came out it was kind of poor. Over the years they've updated it, it got a little bit faster, a little bit better. This is way better in every way. Everything's crisp, easy to use, and easy to learn. And if you're someone that doesn't like to touch their screen, you have another option. Next to the gear lever, there's an actual knob that you can go through, and it'll go through your display, and you can select your options there. It's good to have some where you have an option of how you want to do it. So the screen, like I said, it looks good, it's crisp, but you also have Apple and Android standard. Some automakers will have one or the other, or they make you pay for it. It's good that both are here and they're both free. Going right in front of you, obviously it's a digital display. It's nice, crisp. You can change it depending on your ride modes. It will tell you you're in this mode, change it up a little bit. You can customize it to your wants and needs. Another cool feature is your navigation can pop up right there as well. Some of the Germans have done that for a while now, and now it's here on the Escalade. But there's another step to that. You can actually get augmented reality right there on your nav. So if you're driving along, the camera will actually display everything that's in front of you in crisp, high definition, and it'll tell you, hey, you need to make this turn, and it will show you a sign or an arrow saying go this way, go that way, be in this lane. These are features that years ago you'd only think a Tesla or a super expensive premium brand would have, and now it's becoming more readily available, and it's here on the Escalade. It looks good and functions good. Another cool feature is you have night vision. So at night, if you're in a cabin or out in the woods, the country, you can see if something gets in front of you. Or if you're in a busy place in downtown at night, you make sure you don't hit anybody. Having all these features, all this tech, is impressive and good to have. Now on your left-hand side, part of your screen, that's like your simple things, your trip meter, all that stuff. But it controls everything in front of you, like I said. So you can go through there, adjust it to your settings and your modes that you want to be in, as well as changing your heads-up display. So your heads-up display is fully colored, it looks crystal clear, and it's fully adjustable. Some automakers will have a piece of plastic that folds up. Not the case here. It shines right in your windshield, and it's adjustable. So you can move it up and down, side to side, and you have more than just your speedometer there. You can change it. So they give you more options. So having all this tech, all these features, it's impressive. It's great to have. And even the sound has been changed. Standard is 19 speakers. Optional is 36. So some automakers want your seats to adjust in 60 different ways or something like that. For the Escalade, you can hear 36 different speakers from all around. The dash, the pillars, the door panels, even the headrests. Journalists that have driven the vehicle said the tech is amazing, but so is the sound. It's good that a little bit of everything has been improved here. So, like I said, overall the Escalade has been improved in every way. Now what about the power plants? The standard power plant for the Escalade is the 6.2 liter V8 engine. It's a great engine, it makes good horsepower and torque, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. It's been a staple in GM's lineup for years and years now, and they keep making updates to it. Now you can get an optional engine, that being an inline-six diesel engine. And it's crazy. That diesel engine was first found on the Suburban Tahoe, the Yukon, and now it's here as well. That engine makes 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. So if you're someone that wants to be a little bit different, the diesel engine might be an option for you. I have a feeling with everyone going more eco-conscious and stuff like that, that a hybrid will probably be in the lineup in the next few years, and possibly an all-electric one. Who knows? It's curious to find out though. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of the new Escalade? Do you like it? Do you not? Do you think the Navigator's better? I really want to hear your opinions and see what you guys think. I thank everyone for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Stay up to date with the latest and greatest. Soon we'll be getting a project car on the channel, as well as doing new things, getting out there, tips and tricks, as well as more videos like this. I also have a green screen, then we'll fix this background pretty soon here. So stay continued to the ever-growing channel, which is Motor Mike Media. Thanks again. Have a good one.